Hi everybody, thanks for stopping by. My name's FM18 and you're watching the Dafuge Challenge, episode 71 with Enfield Town FC. Well, after the Lincoln City game, we were away at Plymouth, and we drew with them 2-2. Mungo Bridge got things off to a quick start, goal in the 4th minute. Plymouth came alive in the second half. Dan Hunt had a 62nd minute goal. Jake Reeves had an 86th minute goal to salvage the draw after Barry Cousins had scored in the 71st minute. This was a pretty even game in the first half, and then Plymouth just went off in the second half. They had 10 shots, 5 on target the second half, I want to say. The guys hung in there. They did a credible job. The defenders did have some subpar games, but we've had a lot of games back to back to back in a short amount of time. Understandably, they're tired. You know, it doesn't help that we don't get a full week between our game at Plymouth and the FA Cup first-round game against Billericay. And I'm probably going to play a really heavily rotated side against Wycombe just because I can, because I think we've already won the group there, but I'm not interested enough to go check it out right now. Billericay has kind of fallen on hard times. They were with us and got back-to-back-to-back promotions. No, they didn't get back-to-back promotions. They were here 16-17, first in the South, second in the Vanarama, then sixth in the Vanarama. Then this is the season they got promoted, and we were a season behind them. They finished 19th, and then they finished 24th last year in League 2. No, they finished 24th 2 years ago in League 2, and then looks like they lost the playoffs last year and got relegated down. They are now a Vanarama South team. So, knock on wood, no problems, but we shall see. But home today hosting Billericay, we are playing our 4-3-3, Ward and goal, Medford Smith, Lee, Mitchell, and Lavigne as the defensive back four, Collins, Knight, and Archer as the midfield three, Ashton, Cousins, and Greenbirch up top as the strikers. Billericay is playing a 4-2-3-1, Huffer and goal, Bennett, Pollard, Allen, and Bremner as the back four, Kitching and Simpson as the midfield two, Anthony, Finch, and Kerr as the attacking midfielders, with Whitaker up top as the striker. Knight back to Medford Smith. Collins runs the ball down to Archer. Back out to Collins. To Medford Smith. Collins again in the center. Over to Archer. To Knight. Back to Lee. Over to Collins into Ashton, who taps it up to Cousins, who loses the ball, but Lavigne is there on the right. Crosses it in. Ashton's there, and he scores. Well done, Tom. 2 minutes in. Tom Ashton scoring against Billericay Town. That's something we have seen in the past. Oh, nice save by Lavigne. And Ashton with a very nice header. He's starting in place of Bridge. Bridge injured his leg in training. He can play, but he's not exactly match fit, but he's on the bench in case I need him to come in. Now, coming up on a half hour, we've 6 shots. 2 on target, decent possession advantage. Billericay is not doing much. They've had the 1 shot on goal. Medford Smith to Lavigne. Back to Medford Smith, who kicks it over to Knight. Collins to Greenbirch. Now Cousins tried getting it in the center, but it was knocked away. Finch has it for Billericay, but it gets sent up to Lee. Knight sends it all the way back to Ward. He launches it towards the crowd. Knocked away. Archer has it to Greenbirch. Beats his first man, and I'll try singing to Cousins, but couldn't get there. Archer out to Lavigne on the right. He crosses it in. Greenbirch is there, and Huffer knocks it out of bounds. Corner kick, Archer, and Huffer stops it. It was a nice save. We're absolutely dominating Billericay, but that doesn't mean they're not going to come up and bite us when we're not looking. Too many shots from distance. Guys, come on. Coming up on halftime. Huffer with the kick. Goes right to Medford Smith, who sends it up to Collins. Long pass to Ashton on the left. He crosses in. Cousins is there. Very nice goal. Huffer looked like he got a hand on it, but he couldn't stop it. Nice long pass by Collins. Over to Ashton in open space. Well, Huffer tried, but couldn't quite get there. That is the Enfield Town of old right there. Yeah, we're coming up on 60 minutes here. Mitchell's not having the best game. We're going to bring Green on. Green up to Cousins, over to Ashton. Back to Collins. Sends it up to Ashton again. Crosses it in. Cousins is there, but Huffer with a nice stop. Yeah, Kerr got injured for Billericay. Knight runs the ball down. Sends it up to Collins. He crosses it in. Cousins is there, and Huffer pushes the ball above the crossbar. Nice save by him. Collins with a corner kick in. Green taps it to Knight. Green Birch. Or was that Archer? Now Green Birch scored finally off the Schneid. 15 game. Oh, was he offsides? And nuts. 10 minutes left. Huffer with the kick. No one from Billericay is there. Medford Smith. Long pass. Cousins can run it down. Cross it. Ah, you should have crossed it, son. 5 minutes left. It's a really good game for us. This number of long shots is disconcerting, but... Who's my number 6? Collins. Good grief. And that is the game. Well done, boys. 2-0. Tom Ashton with a 3rd-minute goal. Barry Cousins with a 55th-minute goal. Clean sheet against an old foe. Very well done. Yeah, decent amount of change for that win, too. Coming up on Wycombe in the Checkatrade. Probably going to start a rotated side against them. But we'll be back with that game in just a bit. Okay, I'm not quite sure how this came about. There was an issue with Lee earlier in the season about players competing for first-team chances, which doesn't make a lot of sense because Lee is my first-choice defensive center back on the left side. He pairs up with Mitchell. So I get this note that says, Lee's happy to stay. And then I get this Tom Collins facing uncertain future after fight. I haven't had a fight with Collins. I have no idea where this is coming from. Unreal. Well, Bamba is going out on international duty, and Medford Smith tore his hamstring. This season just got a whole lot more interesting. And in the second round of the FA Cup, we are going to play either Dover Athletic or Tranmere. Now, we are playing Wycombe today, and they're playing a 4-4-2 with Trott in goal, James, Keane, Santos, and Baldwin as the defensive back four, Durnley, Ruffles, Osman, and Harness as the midfield four, with Millington and Thomas up top as the strikers. We're playing our 4-3-3 with Ward in goal, Lavinier, Green, Lee, and Bamba as the defensive back four, Archer, Knight, and Collins as the midfield three, with Green, Birch, Cousins, and Bridge up top. Now, we're moving right to left in the away pinks. Lavinier with a nice interception. Collins gives it away. Lee runs it down. Knight to Collins to Archer. Back to Collins. Bridge has it now. Sends it to Bamba on the left. Back up to Bridge. Cross it in. Cousins is there, and we score off the opening kickoff. Less than a minute in. Always a good, well, it's not always a good sign when your opening kickoff highlight goes that long, but this time it turned out in our favor. Oh, and it's raining again. Go figure. Nice header by Cousins. And a dismal, dismal crowd. Osman with the ball, across the field to Durnley. Long pass to James into space. He crosses it in, Millington's there, and Ward with a nice block. Wycombe with the corner kick, Harness sends it in, Lee knocks it away. Now, coming up on a half hour, Wycombe has definitely been on the attack more. 5 shots, 4 on target for them. We've got a slight possession advantage, though. Trot with the goal kick towards Durnley. Lavinier knocks it away, but it goes right to James. Lavinier steals it again. Birch has it on the right, crosses it in. Cousins, back out to Green Birch. I think that was a mistake, but Bridge is there, and he absolutely buries it. Wow. Well, that's what happens when you're running out of breath and you have to keep commentating. Jeez. Oh, Santos tripped Cousins. That could have been a foul. Luckily, it went right back to Green Birch, who was able to send it in. And Bridge just absolutely buried it. Bamba with the throw-in tonight. Out to Archer, and he one-shots it high. Archer to Cousins, but Osman dispossesses him. Green Birch has it now, but it goes over to Cousins. Green Birch to Archer. Out to Lavinier, who centers it back to Collins. Into Bridge, but he loses control of the ball. Bamba has it now on the left. He crosses it in, but Key knocks it out to Archer, to Green Birch, and he buries it. 3-0 against Wycombe. Who, to be fair, are a good team. They won the league last year, so, I mean, we should be pretty even in terms of quality. They probably made, well, they made a few more moves in the offseason than we did. We're doing pretty good. That yellow card by Lavinier has me slightly worried, but... Well, coming up on 60 minutes, we are in slightly better condition than they are. I think what I'm going to do is... I don't want to risk it. I will take Lavinier off. Bring Gabriel on. All my defenders are 7.5 or better. Lee is almost on an 8. Well done, guys. Not a lot of highlights this second half. Actually, no highlights this second half other than the opening kickoff. Here we go. Green. Knocked away by Baldwin. Goes right to Lee. He sends it out to Archer on the right. Crosses it in. Green Birch runs it down to Bridge. And he, oh, wow. Holy smokes, that was a shot. Trout probably should have stopped that. Looks like Trout got a hand on it. It still went into the net. 4-0. 2 minutes extra time. That's good. And that is the game. Well done, boys. The lowest score was a 6-6, and that was Gabriel, and he came on in the half. Collins with a 9-0. Green Birch a 9-3. Cousins with an 8-2. Ozza Green with an 8-2. Jack Lee with an 8-6. Wow, well done, guys. Well, we qualified for their Southern Section second round. I'll be honest, I don't know if some of these names are done on purpose just to trip people up when you're trying to say stuff, but okay. Definitely going to praise Mungo's performance. Yeah, well, it's got to be the FA Cup second round game and then the Checkatrade game. So, we will play Southend United, Forest Green, and Colchester, and Shrewsbury in interim. Actually, before I do that, let's check and see where we are. 9th place. One win out of the playoffs, but that's not bad. Well done, guys. Well done. Well, that was a couple quality games against a decent opponent in Billericay and a quality opponent in Wycombe. They beat us last year in League 2. They made a lot more moves in the off-season than we did for League 1. And having that sort of performance against them is fantastic. There's no other way to put it. I think we're in a position where if we perform like that against teams of that caliber, finishing mid-table is a good possibility, and that would be great. I was looking to finish bottom of the table out of a relegation fight, and the fact we're doing as well as we have, considering how few moves we made in the transfer window, is fabulous. I can't really say enough good things about how the team's performing so far. Got some good opponents coming up, though. Next few weeks are going to be crucial to how we do for the rest of the season. And as long as we avoid any more major injuries, I think we'll be good. If you liked what you seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave them down below. I'll answer them as fast as I can. My name's FM18. I thank you for watching.